We're going to begin into a cross-legged seated position. So come down to a seat. If you're really tight into the hips, you may want to sit up onto a cushion or onto a pillow just to make it more comfortable for yourself. Rest the hands onto the knees, or you can rest the hands into the lap if that's more comfortable. Close down your eyes and just check in with the posture of your spine, sitting up nice and tall, lengthening up through the neck and the crown of the head. While the spine is nice and alert, feel the sit bones rooted to the ground. Relax your shoulders and relax all of your facial features. The jaw is not clenched in any way at all. Soften your eyes into their sockets and relax the forehead and your brow. And now start to bring your awareness to your breath. Start to breathe in and out through your nose and just feel the breath at the nostrils first. Perhaps you feel that sensation of the air flowing over the upper lip. And now follow the breath, feeling it into the chest. Feeling the rib cage expanding and contracting with each breath in, with each breath out. And now begin to send the breath down into the belly. Feeling the belly expanding or swelling with each breath in. And sinking with each breath out, keeping the shoulders soft all the time. And keep focusing on cultivating these deep belly breaths just for 3 more rounds of your breath. And when you finish 3 rounds, open up your eyes. On the next in, reach both arms up. Maybe look up towards the fingertips. Really reach up through the fingertips, even the pinkies. As you exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Allow your gaze to fall over the fingertips. Feel the sit bones grounding. Inhale again. Reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, really reach. Feel the length into the side body. Breath out, hands to heart center. Good. From here, take the right fingertips down to the ground beside you, or the right palm. Reach the left arm up and over. Take a little side stretch. Keep the left sit bone grounded as you reach, and feel that sensation into the left side body. And feel the breath into the left side body as well, expanding it with each breath in. One more breath. Come back to a straight spine. Take it straight to the other side. Left fingertips down. Reach the right arm over. Keep the right sit bone grounded. Keep the chest open. Feel the right side body expanding with each breath in. One more inhale. Exhale. Good. Come back to a straight spine, and we're going to take a twist from here to the right first. Take the left hand to the right knee, right fingertips or the palm behind you. Look over the right shoulder. With each breath in, feel the crown of the head growing taller towards the ceiling, and with each breath out, twist a little deeper. One more breath in and breath out. Come back, take it to the other side. Still feel the breath into your belly. and slowly release. From here, we're going to come onto all fours, onto our hands and our knees, to a tabletop position. So we're stacking our shoulders over the wrists, stacking the hips over the knees. Nice neutral spine to start with, and we're going to keep warming up into the spine, extending and flexing into the spine with some cat and cows. So as you take a breath in, open the chest, drop the belly down to the ground. So we're creating this extension. As you exhale, round out through the spine, tuck the tail under, tuck the chin towards the chest, and we'll keep moving to breath. Inhale, open up again, drop the belly down. Exhale, round through the spine, pull the belly button up and in towards the spine. And now just keep moving to your own rhythm, to your own breath, as we initiate this movement to breath connection, which really is the key, the focus of our practice. As we create this movement to breath connection, we create a meditation in motion. Just 2 more rounds, 2 more cycles of your breath. Good. Come back to a neutral spine, and we're going to come into a little bit of balance and stability from here. We're going to reach the left leg straight back, flex the left foot and square the left hip down towards the ground. Really press back through the left heel. If you feel comfortable, reach the right arm forward as well. And then draw the right shoulder blade back and in towards the spine, holding lots of stability here. Press the ground away with that left palm. Try to be as still as you can. If you wobble a little bit, that's okay. Just try and focus. Setting your eye focus, we call it your drishti, onto one point to the ground. And keep breathing. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Well done. Come to the other side, reaching the right leg straight back, flex the right foot, square the right hip, reach the left arm forward, draw the left shoulder blade back and in towards the spine. Stability here. Keep reaching the crown of the head straight forward. Stability into the core. Try not to collapse the belly down towards the ground. Engage into the core. 1 more breath in. And breath out. Good. Bring the knees wide to the outer edges of your mat and bring the big toes to touch. Sink the hips back towards your heels. Reach the hands forward. Melt the forehead down to the ground. To a child's pose, balasana. If you need to, if you're really tight, you can place a cushion between your butt and your heels. Try and sink the hips back and relax the forehead down. Feel the third eye connecting to the earth below. And maybe you want to just start gently massaging the third eye by gently rolling the head from side to side. If you want a little more activation into the arms, come onto the fingertips, like you're clawing the fingertips, and lift the wrists and elbows off the ground. Maybe creep the fingertips a little bit closer towards the front of your mat while still sinking the hips back. So we really create that length. Just 1 more breath in. And breath out. Look forward. Come back onto your hands and your knees to a tabletop. Bring the knees back to hip distance apart. Feet hip distance apart as well. Spread the fingers really wide. We're going to come into our downward facing dog from here. With the arms straight and wrapping the triceps back. You're going to step the feet back. Lift the hips up and back into this upside down V. Into our downward facing dog. And now, starting to practice these down dogs, it's usually really beneficial to bend the knees, especially if you're tight into the hamstrings. What we tend to do when we first
start to practice into these down dogs. We try and straighten the legs, and then we end up shifting forward and rounding out through the spine like this into sort of like almost this high plank rounded position. But we want to try and create a nice neutral spine. So bend the knees and melt the belly a little bit closer towards the thighs, but think of lifting up through the hips, lifting up through the tail, and really pressing the ground away with the palms of the hands, keeping the arms as straight as you can. So we've got this nice neutral spine where our chest and shoulders are in one line, almost like we're a ramp shooting up towards the ceiling. Holding it here. If you do feel like you can straighten the legs, of course straighten the legs, as long as you can maintain that nice straight back, that nice length into the spine. Take one more deep breath in and breath out. Good. From here we're going to walk all the way to the top of the mat, little steps until your feet come all the way up to where your hands are. Bring the feet together, or if it's more comfortable to bring the feet to hip distance, do that. We're going to come to a halfway lift, like a half forward fold, broadening the collarbones, gently squeezing the shoulder blades together to create a little bit of engagement. Again, we don't want to round into the spine like this. Nice flat back. So if you need to, bring the hands wherever you need to up the legs to get that nice flat back, and you can also bend the knees if you're tight into the hamstrings. So there's a few different options. You can also bring the fingertips to the ground all the time, keeping that nice flat back wherever you decide to go. Take one more breath in. On the breath out, fold forward. Tuck the chin towards the chest, belly and chest towards the thighs, and of course you can bend the knees here as well. Inhale again, halfway lift, moving to breath. Exhale, fold forward. One more, inhale. Exhale, fold. If your feet are together, bring your feet to hip distance apart. Take hold of opposite elbows, coming into a ragdoll, and just start by gently swaying from side to side. Bend the knees as much as you need to here to make it comfortable for yourself so that you can just hang, relaxing into the back, relaxing the neck, relaxing the head. And feel the breath here into your back. Feel the back expanding with each breath in. And as you breathe out, just let go of any last residue of tension, whether it be physical or emotional, just coming into this moment, enjoying this time to just move your body and connect that movement to your breath. Take one more breath in and breath out. Release the fingertips. We're going to come all the way up to standing, slowly rolling up through the spine, vertebra by vertebra. Head comes last. When you get there, lift up through the chest, roll the shoulders down. Maybe roll the shoulders a few times. Back and forward. And from here, stand to mountain pose. Open the palms towards the front. Fingers spread nice and wide. Reach up through the crown of the head. Maybe close down the eyes here just so you can focus. Feeling the connection of the ground below. Maybe even lift all 10 toes off the ground. And then try and see if you can connect one toe at a time. Back down. Feel the toes gripping to the earth. Feel the balls of the feet and the heels pressing down. Legs are really strong here. Activate into your quads. Squeeze the inner thighs. Activate into your glutes and tuck the tailbone under and lift up through the core. Lift up through the chest. Relax the shoulders. Reach up through the crown of the head, holding this immovable engagement and strength, feeling really grounded and centered and balanced here. Taking one more breath in and breath out. Open up the eyes. We're going to move into Surya Namaskar A, our sun salutation A. Really beautiful sequence to connect your movement to breath,
to lengthen and strengthen the entire body. Let's do it. Inhale, reach both arms up. Gaze up between the palms. Connect the palms at the top, and then as you exhale, bow forward, hinging from your hips all the way down to your forward fold. Tuck the chin towards the chest. Inhale to your halfway lift. Nice flat back. Exhale, plant the palms to the ground. Step back to a high plank. Stacking the shoulders over the wrists. Tuck the tailbone under. Squeeze into the glutes. Now you can drop the knees here. If that's a little bit too much, drop the knees down and do the exact same thing. Tuck the tail, engage into the core, squeeze the glutes. Press the ground away so you're really lifting up through the upper back, like you're trying to puff the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling, holding it here just for another 3, 2, 1. And from here, we're going to lean forward so your shoulders come over the fingertips. You can drop the knees here as well, and we're going to lower all the way down onto the belly. As you lower, bend the arms, squeeze the elbows in, try and lower as slowly as you can all the way down. When you get there, flatten the tops of the feet to the ground, hands by your chest, elbows still squeezing in towards the rib cage. Inhale, peel the chest off the ground to a baby cobra. Exhale, melt the chest down. And we'll do 2 more just to warm up. Inhale, lift the chest, squeeze the glutes. Exhale, melt the chest down. If you want a little more engagement for the last one, hover the hands and then see if you can lift the chest. Maybe lift the legs as well, point the toes. 1 more breath. And release, well done. Tuck the toes under. We're going to come all the way back to our down dog, lifting the hips up and back, taking 1 deep breath in and breath out. Bend the knees, look forward. You can walk like we did before, or maybe you can take 1 big step. 1 foot then the other to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up to standing, press down through the feet, reach the arms up as you inhale. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. That is 1 round of Surya Namaskar A. Let's do another one. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Urdhva Mukha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant the palms. Step. Lean forward. Drop the knees. Bend the arms. Maybe this time just lower halfway down for more strength, building into these chaturangas, squeezing the elbows in, shoulders hovering at elbow height. And then as you inhale, press the ground away, maybe coming to an upward facing dog this time, straightening the arms, and just the palms of the hands and the tops of the feet are to the ground. The legs are really engaged, and we're opening up into the chest, reaching the crown of the head straight up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 1 breath in and breath out. Lift the heels, bend the knees, look forward, walk or step. Top of the mat, halfway lift, breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up to standing as you take a breath in, reach the arms up. We're going to do 1 more round. We'll keep flowing through. Exhale, bow forward, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back, high plank, lean forward, drop the knees down, bend the arms, maybe just lowering halfway down. Inhale to cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 1 breath in and breath out. To the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise up to standing. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Well done. Just take a few breaths here just to catch your breath. Notice if the heart rate picked up, if the breath picked up, that's okay. Just see if you can slow the breath back down. 1 more breath in and breath out. From here, with the feet together, you're going to bend the knees, sweep the arms up to
your chair pose to Utkatasana. See if you can draw the biceps in line with the ears. Really reach up through the fingertips, even the pinky fingers. Sink the butt down and really feel the weight pressing into the heels. Maybe you can even lift all 10 toes off the ground. Squeeze the knees and inner thighs together, holding it here. Maybe sink a little deeper. Remember to keep breathing. One more breath in. On the breath out, bow forward. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, root the palms. We're going to reach the left foot back or step it back. You're going to spin the back foot flat and to about a 45-degree angle. Bend into the front knee. We're going to come to Warrior 1 to Virabhadrasana 1. You're going to reach both arms up. And now from here, you want to think of the hips, so gently draw the left hip forward and the right hip back. You can even take the hands to the hips and just feel it, pulling that right hip back. The back leg is really straight and you're pressing into the outer edge of the back foot. See if you can squeeze into this left glute and then lengthen into the side body. Think of contracting into the core, so try not to let the ribs and belly flare out. Wrap everything in, holding it here. One more breath in. On the breath out, lower the palms, frame the right foot. You're going to lift the back heel off the ground so you're just onto the back toes, and now drop the back knee all the way down to the ground. Come to a low lunge. Inhale, reach both arms up. Sink the left hip forward now, squeeze into the left glute, lengthening up through the side body, reaching up through the fingertips, holding it here. Deep breath in. Breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, good. Lower the fingertips back down to frame the right foot. We're going to come onto the front heel. Slide onto it. Flex the front foot so the toes are curling towards the shin. Stacking the left hip over the left knee, coming into a half split, really nice hamstring stretch. Think of pressing down through that right heel and pulling back on that right heel. Nice flat back here, deep breath in. Breath out. You can take something under the hands as well here if you really struggle to reach the fingertips to the ground. Take a stack of books or a block underneath the hands. One more breath in. And breath out. Good. Bend into the front knee. Plant the palms, stepping the left foot back to the top of the mat and fold it forward. Come to halfway lift. Deep breath in. Exhale, plant the palms, stepping the right foot back, doing it all on the other side. Spin the right foot, the back foot to a 45-degree angle, flattening it as much as you can. And then bend into the front knee as you come up to Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana 1. Pressing into the outer edge of the back foot, squeeze into that right glute. Maybe take the hands to the hips so you can pull the front of the right hip forward and the outer left hip back. Press down through the front heel. Feel really stable here. Contract into the core, deep breath in, breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower the palms, framing the left foot. Come onto the back toes, so you're lifting the back heel. Drop the back knee down to the ground. Come up to your low lunge. Melt the hips forward, squeeze into the right glute. Keep lifting up through the chest. Keep focusing to one point ahead and come back to the breath. Deep breath in. Breath out. One more, inhale. Exhale, lower the fingertips, frame the left foot. Slide onto the left heel, dorsiflexing the left foot, pull back on that left heel. Like you're trying to create a crease into the mat. Really pull so we create that engagement. Nice flat back here. Pull back on the left outer hip. One more breath in. And breath out. Bend into the left knee. Plant the palms. Step the right foot forward and fold forward. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward again. Come all the way up. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Bend the knees, sweep the arms up, chair pose. Utkatasana, one deep breath in. Exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. We're going to step both feet back to high plank, and we're going to flow through our vinyasa all the way back to down dog. Lean forward, drop the knees, bend the arms, lower halfway down or all the way. Inhale, press the ground away, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take one deep breath in here. And breath out. We're going to step the right foot forward between the thumbs. So look forward, draw the right knee into the nose, step the right foot forward, and now spin the back foot flat, entering it from another way, pressing the edge of the back foot, come up to warrior one, deep breath in. Exhale, lower the fingertips, lift the back heel, drop the back knee down to the ground, come to your low lunge, deep breath in. Exhale, lower the fingertips, slide onto the front heel, flex the foot, pull back on the heel, one full breath, deep breath in, and breath out. Bend into the front knee, plant the palms, lift the back knee, step the right foot back to high plank, shift forward, drop the knees down, bend the arms, lower chaturanga. Inhale, press the ground away, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Let the breath go. Other side, stepping the left foot forward between the thumbs, spin the back foot flat, bend into the front knee. Inhale as you rise up. Virabhadrasana 1, squaring the hips. Exhale, lower the palms, drop the back knee down, coming onto the back toes. Low lunge, melt the right hip forward, inhale, sweep up. Exhale, lower the fingertips, slide onto the front heel. Adha Hanumanasana, half split, flex the foot, pull back, full breath, deep breath in, and breath out. Bend into the left knee, plant the palms, lift the back knee off the ground, step the left foot back to high plank, shift forward, chaturanga, bend the arms, lower slowly, squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, press the ground away, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog, well done. Take one breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. We're going to come to the top of the mat, walk or you can step. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Come all the way up to standing, deep breath in. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. You're going to lean into the right leg. So you're bringing all the weight into that standing right leg. And you're going to pull the left knee up into the chest. Reach both arms up, holding it here. Finding your balance, finding your focus. Interlace the fingers around the left knee. Give it a little squeeze closer into the chest. You can stay here, or you can take hand to the right hip and then open up into the left hip. Squeeze into the glutes. Holding it here. Steady the breath. One more breath in. And draw the knee back to center and release. Well done. Taking it to the other side, lean into the left leg. Pull the right knee up into the chest. Reach both arms up. Lengthen into the side body. Interlace the fingers around the right knee. Give it a little squeeze. You can stay here. Or take the left hand to the left hip. Open up into the right hip. Try not to twist the left hip as you open that right hip. Squeeze into the glutes. Holding it here, keep lifting up through the chest. Keep growing tall. One more breath in. And slowly release. Well done. We're going to come straight down onto our butts. Make your way down. Extend both legs out in front of you. Dorsiflex your feet, coming into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold. If you need to sit up onto something, if you're really tight and you struggle to fold forward, sit up onto a cushion
to give your hips a little bit of elevation. Reach both arms up, take a deep breath in. On the breath out, hinge from your hips as you fold forward. Reach for the feet. If you can't reach the feet, you can take hold of the ankles. Try not to come to the toes like this and have the arms straight. Bend the arms and draw the elbows down towards the ground either side of your shins. And you can bend the knees here if you need to. And then you can start to work the legs straight. The more flexibility you build. So keep working the elbows down to the ground and then tuck the chin towards the chest, drawing a forehead towards the shins or the knees. Keep flexing the feet, thinking of pressing out through the inner aspects of your feet, through the inner arches, and pressing out through the heels. One more deep breath in. To come all the way back up, give the legs a little shake. And we're going to come down onto our backs from here. When you get there, hug the knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Give the back a little massage by rocking from side to side. And then we're going to take hold of the outer edges of our feet. If you can't reach, you can take hold of the ankles, or you can even take the peace fingers around the big toes. Flex the feet as you draw the soles of the feet parallel to the ceiling, coming into a happy baby. And think of pulling against the feet, so you draw the knees closer towards the armpits. So we really create this nice release into the hips and the groin. And if you like, you can rock gently from side to side, rocking your baby. And when you want to come into stillness, just lengthen the tailbone down towards the ground, soften the belly, keep pulling against the feet. Really feel that nice release. One more breath in. And breath out. Release the feet down to the ground and just windshield wipe the knees from side to side. Plant the feet to about hip distance apart. Reach both arms down by your sides. Press down through your heels. Lift the hips off the ground as high as you can. Squeeze into the glutes to create this extension into the hips while continuing to press down through the heels to engage into the quads. And if you like, if you can walk the shoulders, blades a little bit closer together, interlace the fingers under the hips, and then press down through the upper arms to create even more leverage into this back bend. Soften the belly, holding it here. Keep breathing for another 5, 4, 3, 2, keep squeezing the glutes. 1, and slowly roll down vertebra by vertebra. Hug both knees into your chest. Extend the right leg out along the ground. Press out through the right heel. Guide the left knee with your right hand over towards the right. And then reach the left arm out to the left. Gaze over to the left. Coming into a beautiful supine twist to realign and rebalance the spine, the body. One more breath in. And let the breath go. Come back to center. Taking it to the other side. Hug the right knee in as you extend the left leg. Press out through the left heel. And then draw the right knee across to the left. Reach the right arm out. Gaze over to the right. Work that right shoulder back down towards the ground if it lifted off. And really reach out through the right fingertips. One more breath in. And breath out. Back to center. Give the knees one last squeeze into your chest. Take your deepest, fullest, most expansive breath in through the nose. And then open the mouth, let it all go. Release the feet to the bottom corners of your mat. Rest the arms by your sides with the palms facing up, relaxing into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Closing down your eyes, allowing everything to soften, no longer engaging any muscles at all. Just let everything sink heavy towards the ground. Start to connect back to your breath and even relax your breath, not trying to breathe in any particular way. Just let the breath be, and just let yourself be, just as you are in this moment, knowing that you are enough.